Hello to all my day drinkers out there, I'm MartiniPictures, and welcome to Office Max. So, this is where I've been working for the last 9 months. And based off the title, you can probably tell that this is going to be a food review. Yep, it's everything from the front of the store that you can eat. That's exactly what this video is about. Boy, am I scraping the bottom of the barrel. When I say I bought everything from this store, I mean I bought everything that was there. I mean, there were a few products here and there that were missing, or I would have to get like a double of something that I already had at home. But this is the end. And the grand total came out to be $116.64. And each product I get a 20% off discount. Put that through your head of how much that really would have cost. Man, do I have a lot to go through today. Oh well. First, I think I'll start off with a good old classic. Pringles. Original and sour cream and onion edition. There's nothing special to any of this food. It's literally just food. I think everybody's seen one of these before. Apparently there's a right way to eat these, and I still have no idea. Not that much different for this flavor. I mean, what can I say? They're just Pringles. You eat them. I mean, what can I say about the rest of this food? You just eat them as well. Standard chip. Right amount of salty, right amount of sour cream and onion flavor. Not overpowering. And the fact that they're not considered chips is astonishing. Next up, I have a Reese's Fast Break Bar. I have never heard of one of these before. Until I started working, I didn't know that this was an actual thing. Oh, shit. I didn't mean for it to break. Oh, well. Well, the wrapper I meant. I wanted to preserve it at least a little bit. Yeah. Looks to be like a standard chocolate bar, but... Bitch, fix yourself! My audio's been all fucked up because of you. I don't have super high hopes for this being any different than what I've tasted before in any other chocolate bar. Bitch, you're falling apart. So when I bit into it, obviously chocolate and peanut butter from the Reese's name, but it was a lot more peanut butter than I thought. It's chocolate on the outside, a giant like brick of peanut butter in the center, and then this tiny little sliver of nougat all the way down on the bottom. I don't even know like why it's called a fast break. I don't get it. Following right behind the fast break of the Reese's brand, this is the Reese's Nutrageous bar. Holy shit, this is thick. Just to get a visual of how oddly shaped this is. So from what I can tell, it's immediately chocolate surrounded by peanuts and probably peanut butter in the center. Oh well. There's also a bit of caramel in there. Might have been switched out for the nougat. I'm not complaining. I like caramel. And oddly enough, I don't like peanuts on their own. I'll sometimes eat them if they're there and it's the only thing to eat. But for whatever reason, the peanuts in this is actually winning me over. It's a different texture you're not used to. And speaking of that reason, the next thing I pulled out was a Payday. It's literally just peanuts and caramel. Oh boy. Compared to the Nutrageous bar right before, I think this has a little bit more peanuts in it. There's so many peanuts in one bite, I don't like it. Like, oddly enough, you don't taste any caramel. Like, it's what sticks them together, but there's no caramel flavor. So following with the peanut bars, I've got peanut butter dark chocolate kind protein bar. These, I guess, are a healthy alternative dessert snack thing. I mean, I've already done one of these before. I mean, you can check out my previous video on the... What was it? Lenny and Larry's The Complete Cookie. Those weren't the best. And I don't really have high hopes for this. That and I don't like dark chocolate. The smell of it. I can smell the dark chocolate already. So the best way that I can explain this is it's one of those Quaker Oats bars with just dark chocolate on the outside. I think it might be a honey drizzle and just dark chocolate lining the entire back. It might be a caramel drizzle as well. Speaking of which, that's where I draw the line. If it's on its own, it's caramel. If it's with something else, like apple or drizzle, it's caramel. First impression is really hard to bite through. Oh. For a second there, my tongue just rejected it. Oh, God. I'm already however many snacks in, and I'm already, like, wanting to die. I feel gross. Next up, I purchased a Snickers bar. The reason I'm showing you this side for the label is because the other side has one of those schemes that they just use, like, for marketing. It's just like, who are you when you're hungry? And I'm not exactly hungry for this video. I just woke up, and I think this is a horrible idea. And I think that this video is... Yep, randomly picked it up, but it's fitting. God damn it. Nothing particularly outstanding with the Snickers bar. It's a standard Snickers. Caramel, chocolate, nougat. Next up, I've got a Hershey's bar, but with almonds. And I'm very thankful about this one, because it gives you a partition already of how much you're supposed to bite. Oh, well, looks like it didn't want to break off correctly. Oh well. Oh. I think the structural integrity is also held up because of the almonds. I think it's full almonds that they put in this, so it wouldn't ever really break correctly. It's weird. Like, as you're eating it, you get this feeling that it's, like, over-salted. Interesting. Next up, a roll of Mentos fruit. We only have these Mentos for whatever reason. Don't ask me why. Oh, damn it. It's right at the center. Now that I think about it, I haven't had a Mentos? What's the singular Mentos? Is it a Mento? So I don't even remember what the originals are supposed to taste like. The only time that I've ever actually, like, touched a Mento or Mentos was literally just to do that stupid experiment where you put it in Diet Coke and just watch it fountain and fizz over. Oh well. What flavor is that? Let's see, going through the ingredients. Fruit juices from concentrate, apple, orange, strawberry, and lime. Pretty sure this is strawberry. I want to see what this one tastes like. Oh, God. Why did it snap so hard? I think this is the lime flavor. And I figured out why it tastes so familiar. It's basically Skittles. Next on the list is Sheila G's Brownie Brittle Chocolate Chip. Not exactly sure what to think about it. Here's a picture of her if you want to know what she looks like or who the fuck she is. It all began when Sheila G, a passionate chocolate-loving baker, took a treasured family recipe for brownies and baked her way into a thriving business. Like many brownie aficionados, Sheila is particularly fond of crispy edges, and they were her inspiration for Brownie Brittle Thin. Award-winning treat with a rich brownie taste and amazing cookie crunch and only 120 calories per serving. I don't know why, but I want to punch this lady. The person who decided to write that shit on the back, that's the person I want to punch. So, you look at the front, and you pull out something like this. Super thin, barely a brownie. It's like a chocolate brownie chip. I don't know. Why am I griping over something that I haven't even tasted yet? What the hell? I'm gonna eat another one right next to the mic so you can hear exactly what I'm chewing on. Like, I commend it on having a brownie flavor. I would not call this a brownie-like texture. Well, actually, no. She was going after a cookie-like texture. That's not a cookie crunch, though. I can't think of anything to compare it to. The one redeeming factor that this thing actually does have is that it has a resealable bag. So to do this today was probably the worst idea I could have had. One, I woke up with a stomach ache. Then again, I wake up with a stomach ache every single day. But today it's even worse. Next up, Kit Kats. Simple as ever. There you go. And as we all know, there is one way to eat these correctly. That probably triggered a couple people. I'm glad. And just because of what's going on in YouTube and social media history right about now, Shane Dawson in his documentary about fucking whatever Paul. Jake Paul. I do not like Logan. I do not like Jake. My opinion on them is very unlikable. However, this documentary that's being portrayed about Jake, I do not like either way. I feel as if like it's being portrayed in a horrible position for Jake. Don't get me wrong, I don't like the guy, but I feel as if like this isn't doing him justice. And another reason is that fucking therapist or psychologist that she thinks that she is. She seems like an evil and vindictive person. And if you want the opinion that I most reside with, you can follow John on the radio, or now Toby on the telly, on Twitter, or simply on YouTube, because it's probably going to be on their next podcast at the Misfits podcast. Yeah, I'm plugging other people's series and they don't even know it. Next up is the Hershey's Gold Peanut Butter and Pretzel. This I was actually kind of pleasantly surprised that this was even a thing. I had never even heard of. Wait, what did I say? I know I said pretzels. Did I say peanuts? Hershey's Gold Peanut Butter and Pretzel. I don't know if I said peanuts.
Peanut butter and pretzel. Peanut butter.
I hope it's just peanut-based chocolate and it's not just like peanuts in this. Ah, damn it, there are. But is there pieces of pretzel in this as well? So once again, the structural integrity of these is a little bit iffy because of the pieces inside of it. Cross section, you can kind of tell that there's like peanuts, maybe some pretzel in it. Weird. Like when you're biting, oh my god. Yo, that is so weird. Like you don't taste the chocolate at all. Like, for me, I wasn't sure what I was actually tasting at the initial part of it, where you would think the chocolate would come in. But then, as you continue to chew, you get this peanut flavor, and then, eventually, you find a pretzel bit. And the salt, and the, I want to say dough, can't think of the right term for it, starts to soak into your mouth as a flavor, and then you continue to chew, and the peanut takes over again. It's a very subtle switch back and forth. Very entertaining, though. Next up, I've got a whole bunch of original Gourmet Lollipops. They're all situated with different flavors. I believe this is strawberry banana, watermelon, banana split, blue raspberry, strawberry shortcake, cotton candy, orange creamsicle, and bubblegum. For whatever reason, I can't seem to find two other flavors that I could have sworn that I picked up. There was cinnamon, and then there was pina colada. I remember seeing them, but I don't remember if I picked them up, which is weird, because I had my mind set out to grab all of them. I don't know why I didn't. First up is strawberry banana. It has this very cough medicine flavor. Next up, orange creamsicle. With a very more intricate and spiral design. Okay, I've read the label right, orange creamsicle. Tastes like bath water. This one, blue raspberry, I have the highest hopes for it of actually tasting natural. And by natural, I mean completely horrific, because blue raspberry is not a thing. I am very disappointed. It is blue raspberry. I can taste it. But it's like you take a Jolly Rancher, a blue raspberry Jolly Rancher, and drop it in a gallon of water. Bubblegum as it is. You know what? So far, this is the one with the strongest flavor of bubblegum. It matches the flavor, but it's not good. Strawberry shortcake. Here we go. It's a very confusing flavor. It's not what I would exactly consider strawberry shortcake, but its flavor is not as repulsive as the others. So right now, it's a contender for number one. Watermelon. Okay. It's got the watermelon flavor, and it has the exact same flavor ratio of a Jolly Rancher. A watermelon flavored Jolly Rancher. Okay, so this next one I can't seem to quite get out of the wrapper, so I'll just taste it where I've removed the outer casing. cotton candy, by the way. Nothing too spectacular about it. It doesn't even really have that much of a flavor. Last one of the ones that I was able to grab. I don't know if the other ones that I know exist are in another bag, but the last one here is a banana split. So compared to the strawberry banana one, it's like it's got a fluffier banana taste, and that's about it. God damn it, I already opened up the package before I even like showed it off to the screen. Next is Welch's Fruit Chews. And doop. Opening up the bag makes me think that these have expired, but oh well. Standard fruit chew. I actually like Welch's. A little bit sour for whatever reason. That might be the expiration date. Next up, I've got Jack Link's original beef jerky, and I think it's their brand of their turkey jerky. I'm not entirely sure. Yes, the forbidden fruit of the package. Oh, yes. Simple beef jerky. I think it might be smoked. Slow cooked and hardwood smoked. Yep, I thought so. Vegans, look away. Now, to be proactive, I have had that beef jerky before, so I know exactly what I was coming into. But with this turkey jerky, I've got no idea. It could be really good, it could be really gross. I don't even know what to expect based off the look. Weird, it didn't want to separate when I removed the seal. And these are resealable bags. That's good too. Mother bitch, open. Oh. Ooh, that is not an entertaining smell. Oh no. Compared to the thick, juicy, and sturdy and hearty beef jerky, this turkey jerky is slimy, super thin, and wobbly. A light texture, and the real kicker here is the spices that they put on this. It's awesome. I know there's a lot of pepper in it. That much I can identify. What's that secondary spice? Oh, soy sauce. I just went in the ingredients. That's it. Next, some Orbit bubblegum, but the proper flavor is bubble mint. Don't ask me why. I don't know why they marketed it as that. But if it was at the snack counter, then I have to buy it and eat it. There we go. It's that standard bubblegum flavor with like bursts of like crystals that have like a mintiness to it. But for the most part, it's just a bubblegum flavor. God damn it. Every time I'm starting to get in this bad habit, and I think it's because of the lollipops. It's the Reese's Pieces Big Cup. It's a Reese's peanut butter cup, but it's got the Reese's Pieces in it. There's so much wrapper that it's like too much for the weight of it that it started to rip as soon as I took it off. Ginormous peanut butter to chocolate ratio, and the Reese's Pieces are mixed in just randomly in the mix. Now this one is just a duplicate of the Reese's. These are just the standard cups. I kind of just got this for my family to eat just because it's a duplicate of the other one. I don't really need to eat this one, so you're not going to see this one. Just know that it's the exact same as the last one without the pieces in it, and that's it. Next up are Sweet Tarts Mini Chews. They're tiny little bead-like looking things. Not entirely sure if they're gonna be a hard center that I just have to let dissolve or a chewy center. I'll find out. Well, they were marked as chewy. Yeah. It definitely has a certain tart flavor that does get to you. A little bit. Another thing from Sweet Tarts is their Sweet Tart Rope with a cherry punch flavor. I just took one and ripped it out, so it might not look appetizing now, but they're fine when they first initially come out of the package correctly, because I only just ripped it out of the piece right there, but oh well. The best way that I can describe these is their fruity cowtails. If anybody knows what those are. Next up is one that might give me some Vietnam flashbacks. It's Jelly Belly Jelly Beans, and there's 20 flavors. However, some of the ones that are in here are some of the ones that are mixed in with the Bean Boozled Challenge. I'll link down in the description for that video. So, tiny little white and yellow speckled one. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but I think this is gonna be buttered popcorn. Oh, yep, that's buttered popcorn. Damn. Have you got that flavor down packed? And last for bag number 2 is a bag of Cheez-Its. Once again, resealable bag. Thank you very much, Cheez-Its. Just imagine, like, coming up with the simple design of a square. It's like, it's almost chip-like. It has a cheesy saltiness flavor to it. I might just eat some more. Maybe a little bit more. Now this next one I'm not the most confident to take. This is on the snack bar. However, I wouldn't market this as a snack. So, right now, I'm about to try Berry 5-Hour Energy. Don't ask me why. I decided to take this amongst all the things that were there. I just had one thought in mind: buy everything that's in the snack counter. Now the serving size for this that they even recommend on the bottle is like half of this. And the issue is that I've never seen, smelled, or drank one of these before. So I'm just curious as to what it looks like and what it smells like. Okay, so I transferred some of it from the original bottle to this cap, and I think that's all I'm going to drink, because the recommended dose for this energy drink is half a bottle for a wake-up call. So what I think I'm just gonna do, oof, that's like medicine smelling already. Oh, a bittersweet flavor. Like, the bitter hits you first and then the sweet follows up, like for a 1-2 punch. I don't know exactly how it's supposed to give you an energy boost. Oh well. If my heart explodes, my heart explodes. Next up, I've got the Haribo Sour Gold Bears. You know, just standard Haribo. Not exactly all that sour either. So, this one right here is something I'm very worried about. Sour Face Twisters, bubblegum flavored, strawberry bubblegum flavored. I don't know. What's odd is that these have been in the store ever since I first started working in January, and they were there way before I got there as well. And normally you check and clear stuff out within a month's time. A lot of the drinks go like 2, maybe 3 months at a time. These have been there for 9 months, as far as I know, maybe even longer. And there really isn't an expiration date on here at all. There's a lot number, which corresponds with the expiration date. But when me and a coworker tried to look it up, it didn't exist. So either these things are like honey. No, honey doesn't expire at all. I think these are like Twinkies, and their shelf life is immeasurable to an extent. Otherwise, I'm going to die. Oh my god, there's sugar already on my finger from the outside. Oh my god, these are so hard. Well, there is a little bit of elasticity in them. I don't think I should bite it and it breaks. Oh, the sour sugar is really powerful on this one. Okay. I figured out where my thought process went wrong. It's strawberry flavored super sour bubblegum. So I'm thinking with it being bubblegum, I think that shelf life is immense. So going back to those kind protein bars, It's different one, but this is a crunchy peanut butter one. Peanuts surrounded by peanut butter. Yay! Standard granola and peanuts mixed in with just a layer of peanut butter on the outside and a giant layer on the bottom. That granola is no good. This is a fun one. You know how I said I don't like dark chocolate? You know how I didn't like the kind protein bars? You know how I definitely didn't like the dark chocolate protein bar? This is double dark chocolate. I want to die. Oh God, the smell hit me. Like, as soon as I opened it, the smell of the dark chocolate just hit me. I'm not opening this up the whole way. Why did it hit after? I love Nestle. Fun fact, I actually do love the Nestle Crunch just because of its being, like, rice-based. I love the little crunch that it gets from the rice. I'm kind of worried about touching my mouse after eating all this shit. I don't want to get my mouse dirty, because it was an expensive mouse. At some point, I do have to stop the recording. I feel gross. I really don't want to continue eating all this shit. I think I might cut corners, such as this one. Haribo Gold Bears. It's the exact same thing, just without the sugar. Not without the sugar, without the sour salt. It's hydrogen based. That's all that makes it sour for us. It makes it acidic. Next up is a single piece of Starburst. The only issue with this that I have is it looks like it was packaged back in 1983. Quite literally, the packaging is almost like paper-based. It's weird. There we go. Single piece of Starburst without a single piece of paper wrapping around it. I know a lot of people get triggered about that, as do I, because I do not want to eat paper. Here's a little ASMR for you. Despite this being all full of sugar and caffeinated shit, I'm drawing at straws for my own energy right now. And not to mention, after all of this candy, I've got a few drinks that I have to go through as well, because that was part of the snack section as well. First to the last bag, Kit Kat Minis. I've already eaten the Kit Kats, don't need to eat these. Second, original Skittles. I've already eaten the Fruity Mentos. These are exactly those. Skipping these. Next up on the list that I will eat, York Peppermint Patty. Patty cake, oh patty cake. Ba-dum bum bum bum. And just a little nibble on top. I personally love peppermint patties just because I like the mintiness of it. And it's not like a mint that you're just supposed to prepare for like a date or some shit instead of brushing your teeth. It's a minty flavor. Now going back to those kind protein bars, it's a peanut butter dark chocolate based one. I've eaten both flavors already. Not eating that. This right here is a maple praline Taos Mountain. It's hard to read it. Taos Mountain energy bar, maple praline. Praline? Ugh, just has that healthy smell. Ooh, actually, there is a secondary smell that smells like honey. I might actually enjoy part of this. I was wrong. Very wrong. I don't know if my body's just rejecting the taste of it, or if it's just rejecting amount of shit that I'm eating. Okay, so it's the third time I've had to reset this stupid fucking mic. Why? Next up, some classic old Eminems. Yay! Pretty sure we've all seen them with the standard M logo. I feel so gross. Up again is Eminems peanuts. Already ate them. Not gonna eat them again. Another chocolate-based thing. It's a chewy bar. I think that's what they're called. Oh wait, no, it's an Andy Dandy candy bar. Wait a minute. Andy's Dandy candy made with organic chocolate and caramel. Amy's Chewy. So which is it? Which company makes this? Andy's Dandy candy or Amy? I'm very confused. It's so gross looking, like it's been painted. Like it looks like it's been painted in white. Instant rejection. And it also make me throw up. And that's just standard chocolate. I had another one. Covered in dark chocolate. Quite literally, I'm opening up a thing of Altoids. Alright, okay, good. A lot of the time, whenever you open these, they're like a death trap. And they just spring everywhere. Kind of like an Alka-Seltzer tablet. Next up, I've got one that I'm not entirely too fond of. Almond Joy. It's coconut based and it's almond covered chocolate. I'm not a big fan of almonds. I'm not a big fan of coconut. At this point, I'm not a big fan of chocolate either. What is that texture? When was the expiration date for this? Getting a negatory from me. These next few ones, I know are comfort foods for me. And I do not want them ruined. So I'm putting these away. Just know I got a Butterfinger cup, a Twix bar, and a Milky Way. Oh God, my body fully rejected that coconut. Alright. I'm in the home stretch. First up, icebreakers. This video has been so draining. I want to die. Next up, I've got Torian Howard's organic hard candy pomegranate flavored. Okay, so it's in this little tin, and then in this tin, they're individually wrapped, I guess. They are hard candies, so it's just some that you suck on. Most of the time, you enjoy hard candy when you're older. Oh my God, it looks like a raisin. It's got that like squished up texture and look to a raisin. Yep, that's pomegranate flavored, alright. The last one for this video. Mentos gum. Mr. Stark? I don't feel so good. Now, we transition into the drink section. With that out of the way, what I've got left is 6 drinks. We've got spicy water, Sprite. Now, just to put in perspective, when I purchased these, 3 of them had expired when I had first purchased them. And now that I'm drinking them now, it's a couple days away from the other ones expiring. Now we've got Powerade with the little $1 sticker for being expired. Number 3, Fusion. Lemon iced tea. next up is Mellow Yellow. Good old Mellow Yellow. Gonna take a sip of this. Oh, hey, look at this. This one's expired now, too. It's Fanta orange juice. Yummy. We've got Coca-Cola cherry flavored. I think I might vomit. It still has that cherry Coke smell. Will it taste like it? Let's find out. Surprisingly, it's held up. I feel so sick. I just want to crawl into a hole and die a little bit.